Well, happy Whiskey Tuesday. This time around, we're going to try some dueling banjos. And you might be saying to yourself, hey, Dave, that's a guitar, and you're not dueling with anyone. You don't have Paul, you don't have Tim. This one's super fun. You can duel yourself and on a guitar. Basically, it's the same song as on the banjo, but on the guitar. And stick around, don't want to spoil it, but there's a fun part in this video coming up a little later on. But it starts off with just your G, so your low G shape. 6th string, 5th string, open 2, 3, open 4. G, 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 A, B, C, D, C, B. And twice, so there's the call and the response. Move it up to your C. And again, the response. Back to the G. Call. Respond. Then onto your D string. Open D. 2, 4. And I like to just run this one straight up. You can go over to the 3rd string. But I like going 2, 4, 5, 7, 5, 4. It's so hard to play this one slow. And then just back to your G and C chord. So the first time the call, I'll just do it on the low notes. And then the high notes for the response. Then into the little melody part. That part is basically just on your B and G string. Call, respond. Then back down to your D. Right into your C chord. So basically that's just starting off in a C chord. Up to C, back down to G, D, and just a little roll through. And what I was doing the first time through is I can just make it sound a little more exciting. C, and you can take your pinky and just kind of mess around with anything on those 3rd fret. To in a lot of songs is just throw that C in, D, and you can pick your first finger up and move it over to the 5th string, or 4th string, 5th string, either one. Then the ending part is just back to that little 2nd string. Now, the way to duel yourself a little better in the beginning is to learn all this first on the low notes. A good friend of mine taught me years ago. He says, if you're trying to learn a song, learn the bass line first. And then you can mess around with the higher notes. But really, in the call and response, it's... Then you can go right up to your G on the high side. Yuck. Starting in your C. further D note. That's basically how dueling banjos goes. And if you don't want to play it on a guitar, but you're a bit of a guitar player, super fun investment, a 6-string banjo. I love this thing. It is like what did I call it the other day? It's like the bagpipes of the stringed instrument world. A 5-string banjo, which I also own and completely suck at. I need to sit down and take lessons once I'm retired or something. It's so different. It's a different tuning. You have to learn the rolls. I literally sat about 10 years ago for one full day and just as long as I could slog through trying to learn a roll, trying to learn a roll, trying to learn a roll. And then this stuff came in and it's like, oh, I got to do different things and blah. It's fun. Anytime you get to pick up anything new and do whatever, I just haven't put the time in on it. So the cheat for the banjo sound is the 6-string banjo. Super love this thing. Sounds like a banjo, plays exactly like a guitar. It's tuned like a guitar. It's a lot louder, and especially on the high notes. The low notes on this thing have always sounded dead. These strings are kind of a little bit dead too, but there's not a whole lot of resonance in your bass. But those high ones, boy, they just ring forever. So play along part. If you got a guitar, play that. If you got a 6-string banjo, you're probably ahead of me anyway, but play along anyway. So dueling banjos. One more because we're playing banjos. Happy Whiskey Tuesday. Here you go, Darren. Happy Whiskey Tuesday.